All right, friends, it's 2:40 on what is today? Friday, March the 20th, 2020. Let's go over our trades. First, I want to go to the game plan that we had today, right here. You can see we wanted to update our XRT position. Let me move this down. Here we go. All right. So we wanted to update our XRT position. I think we're still actually working on that. So I don't know if that's going to go. Yeah, we're trying to get this. These bid asks are so wide right here that it's a little difficult. But we wanted to update that XRT position. Then we wanted to go into XLE. So we wait for the trade grid to come up. So we wanted to add a July position, which we did. July 17, 17.15, and then 35.37, right at a $10. So now it's a $10. So we're a little less than, probably wanted to go 16.14. Here we're okay. Up here on the call side, we're okay at just over $10. Right, so 960. A little bit less here. I think that if we're going to get challenged anywhere, it's going to be this this level right here. So gonna watch that. But we wanted to get into this XLE July position, which we were successful in doing. Then we wanted to do our June XLE position. We wanted to do some updates. You can see we're in the money on this side. We were, our initial position was all the way down here at 52. So we've moved in, taken in quite a lot of credit. We also have our adjustment down here, and we're trying to get all of those off as well. And then last, we wanted to update our June IYR position. So let's go to IYR. We'll see what we're doing here in IYR. Inadvertently, we also got a September position, which I'll go in here just a second. So we have our vertical right here that we added at 15. So this is actually less than our 18 right here in September. But as you can see, let's go back to our monitor tab. As you can see here, I accidentally messed this trade up, which meant that I needed to do all 4 of these trades. So what happened here? Okay, so I wanted to roll my 100-102 calls down to 78.80, but I wanted to do it for June right here. And so as you can see, I did it for September. Just clicking through, didn't look at it. Got a decent fill. So what do I see there, right? I see that, okay, so now I have a September position, open September position. So pretend that these weren't here, right? These 78.80s, because they were 100s and 102s, and I moved those down. So have these 78.80s, but they're actually in September, right? So I have these 78.80s over here, and then so what I did is I went ahead and added these 42.40s for no extra margin, right? No extra margin to create an iron condor here in September. And then I went and added what I initially wanted to do, which was get a little bit more credit for the 70.68 position. So I wanted the 78.80 position. So still got $8 or a 10%. Need it to move up a decent amount here, but we have this vertical position. Let me pause real quick and show the updated spreadsheet for this IYR position. Okay, so here's our spreadsheet, and what I want to do, okay, so you see that for June, we have our initial iron condor, which is right here. We took in 53 cents there. We added 28 cents worth of credit for a total for the IYR condor of 81 cents in credit, 53, 28, 81, plus we have our vertical here. And so I want to get that vertical off at 5 cents. I want to get this now iron condor off for 60 cents. And so we've brought in a total of 98 cents for June. I want to get out total of 65, so a $33 per contract profit on this. Okay, you can kind of see a similar thing to XLE. You can see that here was our initial iron condor, We've brought in twice now, 26 cents of credit, 17 cents worth of credit for a total of 107 in credit. Add our credit from this vertical, and we have a total of 137, which means out of this 107 in credit on the Iron Condor, I'm going to try to get 75 cents worth of a debit, and then I want to get rid of this vertical ladder at 15 cents when I can. So looking at 47 cents per, or $47 per contract on this particular position, right? So laddering in, adding the credits, treating them all as really one position, right? And so that's really what we're trying to do with these. You can see that some of these we're still fine on. Haven't had to adjust too much on some of these others. We've added our IYR for September, which we hadn't started yet. Then we've got our July, so we have our XLE, and then of course our SPY and our GDX from a couple of days ago. So that's where we're at with this. You know, as you can see, just working kind of long-term part of the system here. So looking to make this. Now, what do our analyze tabs look like? You know, they're not going to look exactly right, simply because we've added so much credit, and so at this point, our you know, our specifically our June isn't going to look great. Our September is going to look way better. September is going to look nice and wide here, as you can see. So, and then the last thing we wanted to do, let's go ahead and take a look at our XLE. As you can see, a lot of different things going on there. Let's just go July. Really nice and wide. Right, really, really nice and wide. On the XLE, again, we're going to have so much that's happened here in our June position that this doesn't do a great or an accurate job of really showing where we're at. It does show the most that we can lose right now, which is helpful, you know. But on the whole, this is pretty good. So this is where we're at. We'll do a full portfolio recap later this week, or later this weekend. But this is where we're at. So if you have any questions, reach out to me at Ryan@SellThatOption. Otherwise, let's keep rocking and rolling.